Hello, this is JC, the Fantasy Football Explorer. And sometimes when you're out exploring, any possible thing you can get on your side, any edge, any small piece of information. Sometimes a man's life depends on a mere scrap of information. So today we'll look at some sleepers for Fantasy Football 2023. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, my best sleeper candidate, Logan Thomas, tight end, Washington Commanders. Now, Thomas is the NFL version of Mr. Glass. He always gets injured. Right now he's recovering from an ACL. And in fact, if you break wind in his general direction, he might get injured again. However, he is a good receiving tight end and capable of putting up some numbers. In 2020, he had 72 catches for 670 yards and 6 touchdowns. Last year, only 39 catches for 323 yards and 1 touchdown. Again, he got injured. The reason to be hopeful is the new offensive coordinator coming into Washington, Eric Bieniemy from Kansas City. And I hear they have a pretty good tight end in Kansas City that they like to use. So Logan Thomas is a possibility. I'd take him as my second tight end and then watch his progress during the season. If you don't want to draft him, you can always watch him on the waiver wire, keep an eye on him, and see if he tickles your fancy. Okay, my second sleeper is Van Jefferson, wide receiver, Los Angeles Rams. I believe he is now the wide receiver 2 on the Rams, behind Cooper Kupp. Now, I believe the Rams are in salary cap purgatory still from their Super Bowl season. So that's why they're going to stick with him. And in 2021, he did have 50 catches for 802 yards and 6 touchdowns. So he can produce. Now he's coming off knee surgery from the beginning of last year, and he played towards the tail end of last year, and he was okay, but he didn't get many games with Matthew Stafford, who got injured towards the end. And I believe Matthew Stafford is healthy. I believe Van Jefferson is healthy. And if he's the wide receiver 2 behind Cooper Kupp, I imagine all the coverage will be slanted towards Kupp. Van Jefferson could be a nice value. All right, number 3, Tim Patrick, wide receiver, Denver Broncos. Tim Patrick was undrafted out of Utah. He missed last season because of injury. So some of your league mates, some of the people that you're drafting with may not know about him. I believe some people do, but some people don't. So I'll put him as a sleeper. In 2020, he had 51 catches for 742 yards and 6 touchdowns. In 2021, he had 53 catches for 734 yards and 5 touchdowns. So I believe he is capable of getting you some numbers here and there. And the new head coach coming in is Sean Payton. He likes to draw up offensive plays. It could be something here. I hear that Russell Wilson likes Tim Patrick. So, again, a sleeper. I believe right now he's the wide receiver 3 on the Broncos. Maybe something will happen. Maybe Courtland Sutton will fall out of favor and Tim Patrick will get promoted. Anyway, he's a sleeper. Number 3 for me. Okay, lastly, a couple of running backs and a quarterback here. I think most people know about a lot of the different running backs, so they're not that much of a sleeper here. But my first one, Tank Bigsby, running back, Jacksonville. I think he's going to be second string behind Travis Etienne. And I'm not confident with Etienne taking the whole workload this season. And Tank Bigsby might get some use. I don't know if Jacksonville is going to sign a free agent running back. That's always a problem. Again, a possibility with Tank Bigsby. And then Jerome Ford, running back, Cleveland Browns. And he is the second string to Nick Chubb. Again, sort of the same reasoning. He might get some touches just to spell Nick Chubb. And I don't think Cleveland's going to sign a free agent running back, but you never know. So with these second stringers, if the first string goes down, then maybe you're into something. So I would take Tank Bigsby or Jerome Ford as my last running back on my bench. And then lastly, the quarterback, Sam Howell, quarterback, Washington Commanders. Again, he's a sleeper. This is his second year. He started one game last year, and it was a pretty good game, but it was the last game, and you don't know if some people are mailing it in or what's going on. Some people are already getting ready for their vacation. They're getting ready for the first tee, and I wouldn't place too much on the 17th game of the season. However, they like him. They just got Jacoby Brissett as a backup in Washington. It looks like they're going to give Sam Howell a chance. He's got some good receivers in McLaurin, Dotson, and Samuel, plus the tight end I mentioned, Logan Thomas, and the new offensive coordinator in Washington, Eric Bieniemy. So, sleeper quarterback, I'd take him as my second quarterback if you want to take a chance, and then just monitor him and see if things develop. All right, thanks for stopping in today. Those are my sleepers for this season. Take care of yourself, and remember, it's a jungle out there. Bye.